Hello, hi there, happy holidays, Leos. Do welcome to my channel. My name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic, and this is your love horoscope for December 2017. Can you believe it's the end of the year already? Like it's come so quickly, guys. So, if you're watching me for the first time, how I do my readings here is with the help of my spirit guides. I basically interpret the information that I get at a psychic level, and I tell you what I see. And it's obviously in a very general way. But if you'd like to know more about me or get a private reading, just look at the links below. You can do that through a Skype call, through a mini video, or you can catch me at my Instagram app if you'd like to sort of get a quick question or chat with me. Also there too. All the links are just down below. So my guides are in a very, very singy mood today. The second one that I've done today where they are singing in terms of the themes to what to expect as we go into December. And December is very significant in 2017 in signifying, let's say, ends of cycles and a shift into different energy, which will play out differently for different star signs, but definitely a positive shift, I have to say. Now, the song they were singing, I don't even know who this is by. I've heard it before, but it kind of goes like, around and around and around and around we go. If you know the song, because I don't know, I just know what they're singing, do say in the comment section. But it makes a lot of sense to me, because they're just saying here that there's a situation that has gone round and round, either in your head or it's just been going back and forth, round and round, and or expect something to come back around also in this month. Doesn't surprise me for two reasons. One, because of the shifts, but also we are going to be in a Mercury retrograde for the first 3 weeks of December. Now, normally in Mercury retrogrades, people do often return. Cycles do tend to kind of go back to either be redressed or someone comes back and returns. So please expect that for some of you in that month. But basically, there's a couple of things. So last month's reading was quite interesting because it had lots of dynamics. So I kind of, again, just want to split things a little bit with you guys. So just to explain this kind of going around in circles. So if you've had, let's say, a connection where that completely applies to you because they've been back and forth in your life, please expect them to be back again in December. If somebody has not been in your life for a long time, so let's just say a year or more, not heard them, not seen anything, it has been shown that in December, because of not just the Mercury retrograde, because of other quite significant shifts that are happening in this month, which lightens the kind of air a lot, people see a lot more clearly and take actions. They're saying where somebody's been gone from your life for a really long time, it is in this month that they show up. Just when you think they've gone, they come back round again in this month and surprise the heck out of you. I get brand new beginnings for a lot of people where that has been the case, where it's been a really long time since you've heard from them. With new people, if you're single as well, my guides are saying with this one, if you're single, I would watch out just a little bit in the month of December about whoever you meet, that actually they, particularly because you're meeting them in a retrograde, if you meet them in a retrograde, they tend not to last. And also the energy of the people that you would meet seem to be people that will blow hot and cold. So I would guard your heart if you're meeting anybody, Leo, in the first 3 weeks of December. You know, just be careful is what I want to say. And if you're in a long-term relationship with somebody where they're being consistent and around you, let's just say some old cycles of communication issues that have been kind of going around and around, basically that will break, that will stop. You're going into new dynamics. And so watch for things that keep getting dredged up, that keep causing problems. Let's say it resolves itself very fully and very finally as you get into the December month. So just to kind of go week by week by what my guides want to have you to expect in a very general way when it comes to love, it kind of goes like this. So a lot of you will feel like the start of something, like beginning in December. So again, this could be a brand new relationship. And again, if you're single and it's brand new, just be careful. Somebody coming back in, whether it's short or long term, but also really noticing the difference of this kind of new beginning start. Now, some of you, particularly if you're taking or considering taking someone back, you might feel a little bit foolish. You might think to yourself, should I be doing this because of X, Y, and Z, because the cycle keeps repeating? Of course, you have a choice not to, But I would say here, a lot of you will give someone the benefit of the doubt, because the way they come in, they do charge in quite, you know, they kind of want to do, like, they do everything that perhaps you were expecting them to do quite quickly. So they're very charming, they promise you a lot of things, they're very determined to kind of move this along. They're kind of almost like, it's almost like they've woken up that it's the end of the year and they're suddenly like, oh my god, I've wasted all this time, I don't really want to be starting 2018 without you. And so they really boulder in, and you might feel a bit overwhelmed. And I would say here, particularly to get to the second week, some of you are, particularly if it's a connection that's returning, you're a little bit suspicious, a little bit. And I think nobody can blame you, because you're waiting on them to kind of maybe, you know, to leave again, or to perpetuate this kind of cycle where things go round and round and round. But my guides are saying to you, regardless of what I tell you, that you must trust your intuition. So if your intuition is highly, you know, really vibrating at the don't trust them level, then you're to listen to it. If your intuition is vibrating at the there's more of this to follow through, I kind of need to see that this goes somewhere, I have to kind of do it, I kind of want to trust them, then really trust that too, because you'll be heading in the right direction, basically. So there's a real need for you to trust your intuition. Even if you have that kind of a need to follow through and you still have a bit of a sneaking doubt, if it's minimized, it's fine. If it's raving, you know, alarm bells, then you need to probably stand back from that situation. And basically what my guides are saying here, because they are focusing quite a lot on connections that are existing, so existing relationships, or those that are returning, because they're basically saying here, it's like your foundations or your trust in that person was completely eroded to a point where you don't even know if there's any foundations that anything can be built on. But you need to view it like this: that is not going to be the same. If you were trying to create the same relationship on rocky foundations, then of course it's not going to work. You need to change your perspective. You need to understand that the way that it will go forward is that it needs to be completely different, and you needing to be open to accepting that it's going to be completely different. So this could also be as dramatic as that you need to be living in a different location, that everything about what the relationship was before will be different. Any problems, any boundaries, any barriers will be different, but also that in order for you to build new foundations, so, you know, take away the old rubble, you know, you're building a new house, you know, get an architect in, you're going to design it, so you're going to think about it and you're going to plan it together, but it's completely brand new, made of different material, made of everything. You have to forgive them though, particularly if you've had reoccurring cycles in your existing long-term relationship, or that they're returning and you've got some old hurt and damage there. You have to forgive. The foundation is based on forgiveness. All right, if you can do that and view it that it is not the same, you have something brand new, very special, in this very beautiful dynamic new energy that starts from December this year, as we've got some really strong planets moving positions for the next 2.5 years. You're in a new cycle. Okay, so decisions that are made in December, very, very key, because they're long lasting for the next 2.5 years, but it will not be the same. It will only be the same if you start to brush it under the carpet and move forward in a way that is the same way. It will crumble quite quickly. You know, you won't make it to the end of the year, you know, basically, because the universe won't allow it. That's how it's kind of going forward. The universe wants to align you in this new energy for the next cycle to your manifesting desires. It doesn't want to repeat the old patterns. It will discard them for you. So it's important at a very spiritual, cognitive level that you view your connection in a new way and build things differently, even if that means accepting fault within your side of things about how you can be different too. It's important that you do that, and if you can't do it alone, then get help also to do it as well. And then as you kind of get to the end of the year, I mean, I still feel it's more of just finding your feet a little bit, finding the balance. And again, if you're single, if you're going to date anybody, it would be the last week that I would say to do that, because the first 3 weeks if you're single is a bit dodgy. But for everybody else, it's like it's still a continuation of just finding your feet with your new relationship. Even if you've been with that person for a long time, it is going to be new, and needing to understand that you're not walking on eggshells is not as fragile as you think it is. It's just that you just need to find your footing with each other, which you do successfully, and that it has to be, because I get for some of you that you may have to defend why you've taken that person back with friends and family, and very much as it comes to the end of the year, because I get some of you sort of having to sort of say, well, this is my decision and I appreciate the protective element, but allow me to make my choice. So there is that coming up, but it's external, because what you're building needs to be protected, is the way it's been shown to me, and protect it you will. So really, really good stuff, good cycle. This kind of, this round and round of thing that my guides were saying is really rounding up into your favor, basically, in a very beautiful way, as I should expect with the energy that's going on astrologically in all signs, but in your sign in particular. So I really hope that that's been helpful for everybody today, and that that's made sense. If you like what I've said, do share, do comment. I love to hear from everybody, and I'm very, very grateful for all of you that have been with me all year as well. I really, really do appreciate it. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, I will be sort of maybe the 3rd or 4th week of December. I will be doing your yearly forecast for the year ahead for you to watch out for, as well as get your January love horoscopes ready for 2018. So if I don't see you before then, do have a happy new year and happy holidays as well. I've been Bella, and thanks for choosing me. Take care. Bye.